on Prime Crime.
A lot of you have been asking me how to do the Tony Montana impression. I'm gonna try explaining it. Bert, how'd you like that?
People loved it. That's why they followed him. Wow, he portrays these characters so well.
When a TikTok star lets fame go to his head.
Getting 1 million followers, getting all this adulation, it's more than his ego can handle.
I'll bring you to San Diego for what? So you can run to your friends? You're not even an American citizen. I brought you to this country.
Was there this blurring of boundaries between his online persona and himself?
Internet stardom, love, jealousy, and cocaine make a deadly cocktail.
My wife and another man were, I found them dead on the couch, bullet holes to the face.
Hey there, everybody, I'm Jesse Weber, and welcome to Prime Crime, where we break down some of the most compelling and memorable true crime cases from across the country. When the line blurs between a TikTok star's impersonations of movie bad guys and his real-life role as a husband and father, his carefully curated world begins to crumble.
San Diego Emergency, this is Dispatcher 8854.
Can you please send the police on 1475 Island Avenue?
Okay, what is your name?
My name's Anna Abulaban.
Are you having a fight with a spouse or a boyfriend?
Yes. And
did he hit you?
It's physical. Yes, no.
September 8th, 2021, San Diego, California. Anna Abulaban places a call to 911 after a violent fight with her husband, TikTok star Ali Abulaban.
All right, so what do you call yourself, tough guy, huh? ¿Cómo se llama?
Antonio Montana. And you? What you call yourself?
Has he been taking narcotics? Is that why you're having the fight, or?
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm waiting for someone to be assigned. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
There's a woman I fell in love with. I dedicated 7 years of my life with. She's got to put me in jail.
When Anna was calling the police to report that he was violent with her and had pushed her down in their apartment, while she was on the phone with the dispatcher, Ali was making a live social media post where he was berating Anna for calling the police on him.
But how did Ali and Anna Abulaban's story get to this point, when it began as a social media fairy tale?
Anna and Ali were living in Okinawa, Japan when they first met.
He was in Japan, stationed there with the Air Force. She was working at a bar in Okinawa. She's from the Philippines.
He just flipped out over her when he first met her. I thought she was beautiful. She was also, I think, attracted to him. He had a very, very big personality. He was somebody who was doing well in the military, and sparks flew.
They fell in love, and together they moved from Japan to the United States to Virginia. They had a little girl, and it seemed that they had a beautiful marriage.
You ever look at your person and think to yourself, wow, how did I land you?
Ali Abulaban finds an outlet for his creativity by making TikTok videos.
So in 2019, Ali starts this as a hobby, and he is very gifted and talented, I think, at imitating these characters that are on TV. And in particular, his favorite movie was Scarface, and he was really amazing at impersonating Tony Montana, the character that Al Pacino plays.
You guys aren't real.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Nah, I'm real as
Both of you guys are characters that I play.
But over time, he begins incorporating Anna into the videos as well. The two of them are dancing together and they're interacting with each other, and again, appear from TikTok videos to be this couple that's drama-free at one point, as they say, and seems to be incredibly happy together.
In Virginia, Ali and Anna really did seem to have it all. They were the perfect couple, living an American dream.
Over time, though, Anna really began missing her friends, and she ends up taking a trip to San Diego to spend some time with one of her friends. And when she's there, she just falls in love with San Diego. She realizes how much she wants to be closer to her support network. Ali, he also saw what was in it for him, which was, if I'm in San Diego, I'm 2 hours away from LA, and this is going to give me an easier opportunity to do networking, to do other collaborations with other content creators. So I think it was a win-win.
So in February of 2021, they moved their family to San Diego. They got an apartment at the Spire San Diego high-rise building. Anna was working on and off in San Diego. Ali got a job also as a contractor on the naval base with a security clearance.
Once they got to San Diego, they continued their TikTok channel, which flourished.
I've never met anyone else like you. And I don't think I ever will. And I'm not saying that because it's cliche. I'm saying that because no one's ever moved me the way that you do.
They had a lot of followers. It seemed they were living a really fun, lavish life.
She's reconnecting with friends of hers. She's getting some positive feedback from people who are watching TikTok. Both Ali and Anna are enjoying the nightlife of San Diego. They are beginning to go out more as a couple. They're both beginning to experiment with different drugs, particularly cocaine.
The cocaine seemed to have quite an effect on Ali. It made him controlling, made him aggressive. Again, something that just doesn't mix well with a relationship, especially a relationship with troubles.
Give me my phone back. Ali, give me my phone back.
Marriott Marquise, that's the place you had the birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going?
I'm not going.
Luke's gonna be there.
I told you we're going to a hotel.
Yeah,
Luke
this is
not
the after
there.
party, and
Luke
you're
is
going.
not there.
Yeah?
Why do you think I can bring a kid?
Yeah?
Because nobody's there but girls, you stupid.
Ali begins to spiral, and he starts to feel that Anna is hanging out with her friends too much. He's berating her for not having sex with him. He's becoming more abusive, controlling, and he starts to think that she's cheating on him.
I think his own insecurities are really taking over, and he's starting to see things that aren't there.
The disagreements escalate, leading to the 911 call Anna makes on September 8th.
And that was the instance where, while Anna was calling the dispatcher and speaking with the 911 operator to report what Ali had done to her, he was making that live social media post.
I'll bring you to San Diego for what? So you can run to your friends? You're not even an American citizen. I brought you to this country. Name one man that would do that for you.
Yeah, just don't say anything to him. That way he doesn't flare up again.
Oh, great. You were on the phone with police while I said that? Wow. I thought you were done with the phone call. Okay, great.
Are we on speaker?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take me off the speaker, please?
Yes.
Then Ali fled the apartment after Anna called 911. So police arrived.
San Diego Police Department!
Yes, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I think he just left the house.
You just left?
Yeah.
Is it just you?
It's just me. My daughter's here. She's
Mind if we capture? Yeah.
Yes, please.
So what was the fight about?
They were having an argument over a suitcase. Ali got mad. They were standing in the bedroom. Ali pushed Anna down towards the foot of their bed, and she fell on the ground, scraped her knee and her elbow, and hit her head on the foot of the bed.
You're on your knees right here, fixing the suitcase, removing stuff.
Yeah.
And then he pushed you over there. And then can you show me where your body part contacted that?
It's like right here, like my head. That's right here.
So police got Anna's statement, took photographs of her injuries, and she was advised about obtaining a restraining order and the resources to obtain a restraining order against Ali. However, ultimately never filed one or sought one out.
And so, particularly in September and October, things become very, very difficult. And Anna, I think, is becoming increasingly concerned and increasingly convinced that it is no longer safe to be in this relationship or to be in this living space with him.
And then Anna moved out of the apartment with their daughter, stayed with her friend Claire, while Ali stayed in the apartment because he refused to leave.
He alternates between trying to be super sweet and, coax her back into the relationship and then becoming abusive again.
Hey, Anna. Just want to say good morning. Good morning to Amira. I just figured instead of texting you, I'll send you a video. My intention here is to just let you know I get it. And I'm so sorry. I really am so sorry for what I'm putting you through. How stupid. What happened to me? It was the drugs? Was it my insecurities?
And then he is angry and he begins doing really strange things in terms of recording their arguments and going on, TikTok and really putting her down and berating her and, just recording things that you would never expect him to record.
She don't think. She don't think. She don't think. And you know what? Goodbye to your little citizenship there, Miss Filipino. But I'm not petty. I don't call the police on people I love. Out of here, bro. This lured me to San Diego for what? So she could be a hoe with all her friends?
Stop lying to them, Ollie.
No, it's the truth. Yeah, you got friends now. Now you don't have a husband. Okay.
And so between July and October of 2021, there are 9 phone calls to police, primarily by neighbors and people who are overhearing this, concerned about Anna and about what's happening to her.
She had told him the marriage was over towards the end of September, that there was no going back after he was with another woman sexually. And so she started ultimately seeing Rayburn Barron.
Rayburn Barron was a friend of Anna's, somebody that Ali did not like from the get-go, but he was described as being a caring guy, caring for his family, and overall a good person.
Ali was still living in the apartment, and then they agreed that Anna and their daughter would move back in, and so Anna and their daughter moved back in on October 18th, 2021, and Ali moved out. His father paid for a hotel for him in Mission Bay, but their marriage was deteriorating. There was more violence by Ali, more controlling and possessive behavior over Anna.
Enough! Ollie, enough! This Can somebody please help me? Hello? Ollie!
Stop.
Leave me the alone! I'm hurting my finger! I'm trying to leave this house!
Yeah, that's not cool.
Give me my phone!
With a bunch of guys?
Give me my phone!
Bunch of guys, huh?
Give me my phone! There's no guys! Give me my phone!
He's becoming more stressed about the fact that he's starting to feel like he is losing control of his wife.
I want to know what's going on. Talk to me. Respond to my texts. I gave you 7 texts. You're not responding. You're not answering my calls. You said you're not going out tonight. You lie to me all the time.
Convinced Anna is cheating, Ali Abulaban comes up with a devious plan to find out once and for all.
Ali was researching how to install a listening device, how to install an application on an iPad, how to listen to a room remotely, how to spy on your wife, and then ultimately decided to activate a Discord application on their daughter's iPad, which was inside the apartment.
He wants to know what's going on with her all the time. He is increasingly paranoid about her faithfulness to him.
So on the morning of October 21st, 2021, Ali used that key card that he had kept, didn't tell Anna that he was going into the apartment, entered the apartment, at some point located the iPad, activated that Discord application, also activated an application on his phone to be able to listen to live conversations from the apartment.
Then, Ali leaves the apartment before Anna returns with her friend, Rayburn Barron.
So Anna and Rayburn Barron went back to the apartment at Spire, San Diego around 2 o'clock on October 21st, 2021.
Ali is listening in on the device that was planted on his daughter's iPad. He then hears Anna and a male's voice in the apartment.
He heard Anna giggling with another man inside their apartment, so he got into his Jeep. At some point, he loaded his gun.
Coming up, Ali Abulaban's anger boils over.
When someone is in a fit of rage, they are not in their right frame of mind. He was high on drugs. He felt powerful. He had a gun. He felt like he could end them both for deceiving him.
October 21st, 2021. Ali Abulaban's suspicions are confirmed when he hears on a listening device that his estranged wife Anna has a male friend at the apartment they once shared. Ali is furious and he rushes over.
He parked outside of the Spire parking garage. Ali entered the parking garage on foot, ran down the parking garage ramp. This was on surveillance video around 2:50 p.m. on October 21st. You can see Ali running back to the street and then back down the parking ramp. He was adjusting the belt around his holster. At 2:53 p.m., Ali started an audio recording on his cell phone that he put in his jeans pocket. And then you can see on the surveillance video at 2:55 p.m., Ali enters the elevator at the parking garage level. And it was a 3-minute elevator ride up to the 35th floor. You can see Ali with a black baggy sweatshirt on, so covering the gun in the holster that was inside his jeans. His phone also not visible in his pocket. He had the white key card. He flashed it to press 35, and then he rode the elevator up calmly. He would have a couple of short interactions with other individuals who got on and off the elevator. And then ultimately at 2:58 p.m., Ali ran off the elevator, not even waiting for the doors to fully open. Ali ran down the hallway. This was captured on a Nest video. Then he turned the corner, ran down that short hallway to their apartment. He still has the audio recording on, so you can hear him running with the phone in his pocket. Then you hear him using the key card to enter the apartment. You hear the door open, and then you hear Anna scream. 1 second after Ali entered the apartment, he racked his gun. Then you hear a clink as if a bullet fell to the ground. And then Ali fired the first shot. Ali shot at Ray first. Then he's walking towards the living room. He racks his gun again. He fired 4 more shots. They're about 1 second apart. He killed Ray first.
And he shoots him twice in the head and once in the throat. Meanwhile, there's Anna, just terrified.
And then he stood in front of Anna. He racked his gun again.
And she screams. And he turns to Anna and he shoots her in the forehead.
Anna!
He has taken pictures of the bodies of his wife and her friend, Ray. He's also recorded the whole thing.
Around 3:07 and 3:09, Ali sent text messages with that photograph of the dead bodies to both of his parents and to his friend.
Why would he videotape this? Why would he take pictures? Was there this blurring of boundaries between his online persona and himself? He was, in some respects, documenting his victory over the situation.
It definitely feels as if he was not in reality. He didn't realize the culpability that he was admitting to when he filmed the killings, when he took photographs of their bodies afterward, and when he called folks to tell them what had happened and admitted to it.
I just like the word to everyone else. I just like the word.
You could hear it in the apartment lobby where he is in the hallways of the apartment where he's telling his mother, I killed her, I killed her. He doesn't seem to have any remorse until he's saying, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom, which is very interesting because he seems very cold-blooded and matter-of-fact about the killings of Anna and Ray, but almost soft when it comes to how much he's hurt his mom in committing this brutal crime.
At about 12 minutes after the murders occurred, he makes a 911 call where he says that he has come to the apartment and he has discovered the bodies of his wife and another man.
San Diego Emergency, dispatcher 8107.
Yes, ma'am. My wife and another man were, I found them dead on the couch, bullet holes to the face.
Wait, someone was shot?
2 people, a man and my wife.
So he is telling them about this crime scene, but he's portraying it as somebody who is a witness to the aftermath of these 2 murders.
Stand by.
Please help my wife. Please help me.
Okay, hold on, sir. Sir, stand by. I'm bringing on my supervisor. What is your name?
My name is Ali.
Ali? Okay.
Yes, I'm her husband.
Tell me what you saw when you went in there.
I saw my wife on the couch with blood coming out of her head.
Wife is on
the sir. I don't know who he is. His name is, I know him. His name is Ray. I couldn't even breathe when I saw that. That's so terrible.
Ali was calm at first during that call and then tried to say it was horrible, please help them, and then hung up the call. And so officers were already dispatched to the Spire building.
Abulaban leaves the building to pick up his daughter from school, so he's gone by the time the officers arrive.
We got 2 down, Emergency entry, I need a team. Clears out. Someone came here and shot them. That's the guy that he's describing.
Yeah, they both took rounds to the head. Do me a favor, help out with security for us. I don't want someone coming back, doubling back over here and smoking us, okay?
Okay.
And so the officers were able to gather information on who they thought the suspect was and the vehicle associated with the apartment, and they followed him for a short while, and then Ali pulled the vehicle over and the officers arrested him.
I got it. I know, but we don't want to contaminate the juice.
My mother wants to get her.
I don't want anyone else to be in the car. They got us.
No, it's just my daughter. Please, she's scared.
You understand, man? You're gonna.
I care about her.
We're gonna make. I understand. We're gonna make sure she's alright, man.
Alright, but can my mom pick her up? I'm saying my mom is driving from Vegas to try to come get her.
Okay.
And at that point, as he's getting out, he tells Amira that he's hurt Mommy and that he's going to be going away for a long time.
To tell a 5-year-old little girl in that moment that you hurt Mommy, it's just really tragic for her.
Amira, I love you, Amira! Amira, I love you!
Take a softer neck, put everything in a small bag.
Ali was arrested on 2 charges of first-degree murder, a charge for Anna and 1 for Ray.
Up next, as attorneys prepare for trial, no one anticipates Ali Abulaban's outbursts in the courtroom.
And so it's perfectly reasonable for me to ask those questions.
All right, let me make something clear right now. If there is any disturbance, you will be put outside.
By the way, I should say, look, it is our privilege to be able to bring you these stories and shed a light on some of the serious issues that are happening out there in the world. And for that, I have to thank our sponsor, Upside, because their support helps us to produce these kinds of episodes. Now, I don't know if you know what Upside is, but it's great. It is a free app that gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, food. I pump my gas, I can use Upside. I go out to lunch at Chipotle, Upside. Maybe get gum, Tic Tacs at 7-Eleven, I can use upside. Why not get cash back when I do all these things, right? And yes, this is actual real cash back. It's money that appears in your Upside app that you transfer right into your bank account. So once you have the free Upside app, you claim an offer for whatever you're buying in Upside. You pay as usual using a debit or credit card. You follow the steps in the app, you get paid. So to find out how much you can earn, you click the link in the description to download Upside, or you scan the QR code on screen. But make sure to use our promo code PRIMECRIME because you'll get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas.
So you were looking up trash cans because you wanted to hide some bodies, correct?
I'm sorry. You're out of your mind.
After Ali Abulaban killed his wife Anna and her friend Rayburn Barron, he remains in custody for years while authorities gather evidence in the case.
The San Diego Police Department conducted an amazing investigation, was able to get warrants for both Ali and Anna's cell phones, their social media pages, the apartment, Ali's car. And so all of those pieces of evidence were looked at.
If I see that, I don't even know what the I'll do if I see my wife kissing on another man. I'll go to jail, bro.
We looked through many videos, listened to audio messages, looked at photographs, looked at Ali's web search history. All of this was done to prove that this was first-degree murder.
And Ali Abulaban didn't do much to help his defense.
He did jailhouse interviews where you could see how angry he would become. You could see how he would trigger and he'd start shouting.
I'm broken. I'm devastated. I lost my wife. My goal was to just try to get a hold of my family. It was slipping through my fingers. I'm the loser here. I lost the love of my life. I lost the love of my life. Everybody I reached out to when I was going through this problem. Dude, you're so handsome. You're famous on the internet. You can get any model. I know I can. I want my wife.
And it really was kind of what you would see on these TikTok videos. See, when he was portraying Scarface or Godfather or these characters.
If you want to be forgiven, you must first confess your sins to me.
Ali Abulaban's murder trial begins in May of 2024, about 3 years after the deaths of Anna and Rayburn. But the battle between prosecution and defense is not simply about guilt or innocence.
That was the defendant executing Anna and Ray. Cold, calculated murders. The defendant was jealous, controlling, and violent during their relationship. And Anna finally left him and was moving on. But the defendant couldn't take it. If he couldn't have Anna, no one could.
So the prosecution was very confident because they felt they were going to be able to prove that Ali did premeditate this crime.
Now you are going to hear the defendant saying that he wanted to kill another man that Anna was with, and that he would go to jail if he found her with another man. You will hear overwhelming evidence that the defendant intended to murder Anna and Ray. And at the end of this trial, I will ask that you find the defendant guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder.
Is that heat of passion, or was it premeditated? It could be that he was honestly curious as to whether or not she was cheating on him like he believed she was doing. And then when he heard it, it just sent him into a tailspin.
The defense's ultimate goal is to paint a picture that this is either a heat of passion or heat of the moment, which could reduce something from first-degree murder to second-degree murder. That would be the strategy here, to get something reduced from first-degree to second-degree or voluntary manslaughter.
She drove him to the brink. Anna knew Ali well. She knew exactly what to say and how to say it to cut him directly to the bone. She knew his underlying vulnerabilities, his insecurities about his mental illness, his drug addiction, and his own chaotic upbringing. She used these and she weaponized them against him.
So they have no choice but to try to mitigate this case and say, okay, he committed the murders, we admit that, but they were not premeditated.
On October 21st, 2021, Ali was driven to the brink. It was the perfect storm. He was so completely overcome by the months of torture and heartache and pain that he reacted without thought, without judgment, and without malice. Ali shot Ray and Anna in the heat of passion.
So you can't say that it's heat of passion when you're the one who walked into an apartment you weren't supposed to be in with a loaded gun and you fire immediately upon entering.
As you'll see, for a defendant who has a flair for theatrics, this trial is not without plenty of drama.
On October 18th, you were also researching teen porn videos, correct?
What? What did you just say?
That's what you were researching, correct?
Say it again?
Teen porn videos.
You're out your mind. Show me the teen you just said. You want to paint me as some kind of child molester? Show me show me. What you just said. I've never seen that in a discovery. I've been incarcerated 3 years. You never showed that to my team. Where did you get that?
It's in your phone.
Talking crimes for a second, you want to hear something scary? Did you know that scammers can steal your home right out from under you? Yeah, the FBI calls it house stealing. It is a growing scam where criminals forge your signature, they transfer your home title without you knowing. They can take out loans, they can sell your property. You won't even realize it until it's too late. I mean, when was the last time you checked your home title? If you're like most people, probably never, but that is why I trust our amazing partner and sponsor of Prime Crime, Home Title Lock. They offer 24/7 monitoring, immediate alerts of any changes, and if fraud happens, they will spend up to $1 million to fix it. Right now, Home Title Lock is offering a free title history report and a personal title expert, $250 value just for signing up. So to protect your home, you go to HometitleLock.com/primecrime. Use our promo code PC250 or click the link in the description and make sure to check out the $1 million triple lock protection details when you get there.
I mean, you guys have a history at this point of trying to get under each other's skins.
Yes.
So this sort of back and forth, low blow, return a low blow in terms of the things that you would say to try to get under each other's skins. This was something that was happening with some regularity at this point in your relationship.
Yes, and one of the things when I'm under the effects of cocaine, I become really impulsive and I don't think before I speak, and I say very mean things. I don't recognize how much of an impact it is.
As the trial of TikTok star Ali Abulaban for the murders of his wife Anna and her friend Rayburn Barron continues, Abulaban takes the stand.
He takes the stand for 3 days in his own defense, which is not something many defense attorneys would recommend, but they were trying to prove here in this case this heat of passion. So they possibly believed he needed to take the stand to explain how he was feeling in that moment.
What happened next?
I snapped. I rolled on top of Anna and I began punching her.
Where did you punch her?
In her face.
Do you have any idea how many times you punched her?
3 times.
And then what happened?
I got off of Anna. Anna was crying and I was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm apologizing profusely because it's not something I ever want to do. It's not something, I mean, that's disgusting to me. And I was just very impulsive.
When Ali was on direct exam, he was calm. He told his story. Obviously, a lot of that was rehearsed beforehand. But when I was confronting him with certain bad facts on cross-examination, he had some outbursts.
You heard that word, respect, correct?
I didn't hear anything.
Okay. You, before you shot Anna, you told her, essentially, that she wasn't respecting you, correct?
That is false.
That is not a female voice saying respect, correct?
That is not, there's nobody saying respect in there.
That is not Ray saying respect because he's already dead, correct?
I do not know the status of Ray, but there's nobody saying respect in that audio.
That's what you said to Anna, and then you killed her.
I did not say that.
He would curse at me. He would ask me questions. Ali was ultimately trying to be very controlling of me while I was conducting my cross-examination, and so his true colors came out during the cross-examination.
You shot her because she had disrespected you and was with Ray, correct?
No.
Right after you shot Anna in the head, you pushed her head down into Ray's lap, right?
Oh, get the out of here. I'm not gonna tolerate this.
The jury just was able to see who he really was as the violent and controlling person that Anna had always described him as.
Ali's mother also takes the stand.
Do you see him here in court today?
I miss him. Ali always said he had a very close relationship with his mom. She really wanted to help her son.
It was just always harder on Ali, always. It was stressful.
When you say it was stressful, was it stressful for you as well?
Yes, I always had to hide stuff from Ali's dad just because he would get angry.
And there were times that Nasser physically disciplined Ali, right?
Yes.
Can you describe what that would be like?
Just grabbing him and hitting him on the butt.
How old was he when he was grabbing him and hitting him on the butt?
I mean, around 10.
Going on the stand and talking about the abusive childhood, which I do find credible in terms of some of the things that she shared, and this history of domestic violence that Ali and his siblings witnessed, some of the terror that she experienced in this situation.
He was very temperamental. He would get angry quick at anything.
And there were times, Dalal Miswara, in this home environment where Nasser was abusive to you, right?
Yes.
Physically?
Yes.
And Ali was one of those children who saw the abuse?
Yes.
Ali's mom also stated he had mental health issues, and then obviously you pair all of this with drugs, it's a dangerous cocktail.
After about a month, the trial winds down with closing arguments.
The defendant felt disrespected by Anna and Ray. So he executed a plan, and then he executed them. And their families cannot see them anymore because the defendant was so possessive and controlling of Anna that if he could not have her, no one could. And she couldn't live. And any man she was with could not live either. Okay, this case is all about power and control until the very end.
It's almost like this is a possession of mine. This person is a possession of mine. It's a matter of ownership. Somebody is trying to take something that belongs to me, and that is intolerable to me.
He is guilty of first-degree murder. He murdered Anna and Ray in cold blood, and he is guilty. And I ask that you find him guilty of both counts of first-degree murder. Thank you.
The defense had an insurmountable hill to climb in this case in many, many respects.
Ali Bulaban is not a murderer. Yes, he killed Anna, the woman he loved, the mother of his beautiful daughter, Amira, and he killed Ray, a man with whom Anna was having an affair. And he cannot undo what he has done, but he did not murder them. He is not a murderer. The law in homicide recognizes and requires you to consider heat of passion. That is, what's going on in someone's mind at the time that something's happened.
Heat of passion can lead to voluntary manslaughter, which would really reduce the exposure and consequences to Ali in this case.
I am asking you to hold Ali responsible, but only responsible for what he did. This was a crime of passion. He reacted to the provocation that he was experiencing. He is not guilty of first-degree murder. He is not guilty of second-degree murder. Find him guilty of 2 counts of voluntary manslaughter. Thank you.
So the jury was tasked with determining whether or not Ali was guilty of first-degree murder, and if not first, then was it second degree? And if not second degree, then was it voluntary manslaughter?
They deliberated about a day and a half. That is fairly long. It could kind of give a defense attorney some hope in a case anytime a jury is going beyond a day.
we, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree of Rayburn Cardenas.
Silence. Nothing.
Of Rayburn Cardenas Barong, we, the jury in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Ali Nasser Abulaban, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree of Anna Abulaban.
Before Ali Abulaban is officially sentenced, family of the victims have a few things to say.
My mom did you what? Sorry, Your Honor. What did you do to you? You didn't do anything to you. You know Anna Marie is not gonna go cheat if you didn't cheat first.
Ma'am, if you're not going to be able to control yourself,
Sorry, Your Honor.
I'm going to have to excuse you. Mr. Abulaban, again, please.
Your Honor, my name is Hermix Sarn, and I want to share the court the devastating impact the loss of my sister Anna Marie has had on our lives. My sister was a gentle, loving, sweet, young woman whose absence has left a hole in my heart that can never be filled.
The sentencing phase of this case was incredibly intense. The family spoke and they were very angry, as they should be. They were extremely heartbroken, and there was a lot of emotion in that courtroom.
My name is Jordana Barron, and Rayburn was my brother. He had a beautiful soul. So I'm here today to ask for justice for my brother Ray, for Anna, and for my mom, who has to suffer the rest of her life knowing that her youngest son and her baby was taken from her in such a violent way.
Mr. Abulaban?
Yes, sir.
If you want to make a statement, this is the time.
Your Honor, I have something written.
Okay.
May I face?
Sure.
It is truly unfortunate that despite the compelling evidence that this was a crime of passion, somehow the jury still landed on this verdict, and they certainly wasted no time in doing so. The fact that I spent more time on the stand than the jury took to deliberate my fate is very concerning, and that justice was not the motivating factor behind their decision. It was vengeance.
Ali read a statement, a very lengthy statement, I believe about 10 minutes long. It was very apparent that his statement wasn't fully sincere, that he was just saying these things to try to get a better sentence for himself, and that he was a good actor. And so the judge did make comments about Ali being a very talented actor.
I've watched him here during all of this time. When I saw the Scarface videos, it's as if when he committed these crimes, he became that persona of Scarface, of just cold-blooded killing without remorse. Any tears that he's cried in this courtroom have been for himself. I don't know if he's really sorry.
I felt like the judge was saying, I've just seen a performance. I've just seen a 3-day performance. So I will give it to you that you're a good actor, but I'm not talking about you on TikTok or potentially in Hollywood. I'm talking about what we all saw in the courtroom, because it seemed to be very, very calculated in so many ways.
And so the judge sentenced him to the maximum sentence that he could get.
The bottom line here is he will die in prison. He will never be a free man. He will take his last breath there. Please. In this matter, the defendant on count 1 will be sentenced to life without the possibility of probation. Consecutive to count 1 will be count 2, which will be life without the possibility of parole.
I wanted to make sure that this case highlighted domestic violence and that victims should not be scared to report violence by an abuser to the police.
The only thing that's different about this scenario is they're TikTok famous. And so we know so much more about that. Is there anything else really different about this story than so many others?
How many people looked at this couple as, I want to be them? They're fun. They put on TikToks together. They're family on TikTok. And people had no idea that there was this abuse behind the scenes, there was this control. So you just never know. You have to be very careful.
Ali Abulaban chronicled the rise and fall of his marriage on social media, but his wife, her friend, and his own young daughter paid the price in real life. And he now faces the grim reality of a life behind bars. That's all we have for you here on this episode of Prime Crime. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jesse Weber, and as always, stay safe.